Test, test. There we go. Test, test. Okay. I don't have my desktop audio. Hold on. Can you guys hear the music? Chad, can you hear the music? Yeah, that's the problem. Hold on, everybody. I know you can hear me, but I'm trying to get the music going and everything, and don't know what happened. Lots of glitches tonight. Properties. Test, 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 test. Music is okay? Music is good there? All right, then I'll just leave it alone. Cool. Who knows? What are you going to do? Technical difficulties. It's just coming through the mic. Does it sound terrible? The desktop audio has it coming up, and that should be easy. Do you know what I mean? Sound good here? All right, whatever. We're just going to roll with it. Figure it out another day, I guess. Anyway, hello. Welcome. Happy Taco Tuesday. ICCCon is like 14 days away or something. It's craziness. But no, it's super exciting, actually. Everything's getting done, and soon it will be rolling, and soon I will get to see all of you, which I'm very excited for. So can't wait for that. It's going to be an awesome show. Let me just get something regular so we start off, but I'm sure Andrea's probably already done tagging everybody. Here, B-Wing Pilot. Regular B-Wing Pilot. No, she's not done. There we go. B-Wing Pilot, we always start off with something small so everybody that's getting tagged doesn't feel bad about getting tagged. There you go. Yeah, sure enough, we got Andor tonight. That's cool. I'll watch it still. Okay, starting at $1. What's up, Aaron? How you doing, buddy? All right, now let me say hello to everybody. DJ, what's up, dude? Frankie, how's it going, man? Good, good. No audio, not audio. All right, we're good. No American Sign Language? No, but I did take a sign language course at one point in my life. It did not stick, obviously. There we go. Toby Black, good. Rick Carlson, there we go. We got sound, sound, sound. No music. Music is good here. Music is back and forth, so. Hello, friends. I can hear now. Sound good here? All right. Well, we're good enough. That's what we'll run with. How's that sound? Hello there, Jonathan Graybear. Andrea is done. Greg James, hey, how you doing? All right, we're going to throw this over on letter A, just beater B-Wing Pilot, starting off the bidding. Nobody's bid on it yet. And then we're going to pull out the IC auction droid. Thank you very much, Derek Cernak, for making that for me. It's very cool. I've used it a million times now, and it keeps everybody knowing what's what and what's up and what's for sale this time. So on and so forth. So, all right, how about a mini rig to start off? The INT4. Little League Baseball, big fan, man. I support it. Have fun. I hope you win. It's actually in great condition, this one. Stickers are really, really nice. So that's actually really good condition. Still works perfectly. Really nice. That'll be letter B right there. INT4. What's up, Steve? How you doing? Brian Jones starts off at $2 on letter A there. The B-Wing pilot. $2 on the B-Wing pilot. Can't go wrong for a couple of doll hands. Let's try it better for letter D. Put that up for letter D. Let's see. We need here's just a Luke hanging out. He's got no tip, but whatever. He's a Luke farm boy. He's just hanging out there, so we'll get rid of him. Hong Kong COO. Got no tip, but not in that bad a shape there. Pretty good shape, actually. Starting at $1, letter C. And then letter D, a land speeder starting at $1. The stickers are kind of worn. This sticker is a bit worn here too. Ooh. But listen, you might get lucky. There's stuff in there. Yeah. There's stuff in there, and I doubt it's something broken. Land speeder doesn't have much parts. And it has the slots for the seats, so. Oh, no, it does look like a land speeder part. Don't know what that is. Wheels still work. I don't know what it could have possibly been because everything still works on it. Does anybody know what that could go into? Could be from something else. But the wheels still work. Everything still works. It's got the glass. Put that in there. Glass has a little bit of a bend to it. See right there? But either way, land speeder. Starting at $1, you can't go wrong. That's the button to pop up the front trunk area. Oh. Then it's extra because look, there's the button to pop up the front trunk area, and here's the broken piece. But that does make sense. So that's extra. Don't know why it's in there. And this one's complete. Yeah, that's still on the front, so it's got to be from another one or something. So who knows? Starting at $1, and let's get something up there for crazy old letter E. Crazy old letter E. How about we start off with? We start off with a comic. Here's Darth Vader, number 8. This is one of mine, so obviously bagged and boarded and perfect and never read. That'll be letter E. There you go. I do have junk in the trunk of the land speeder. Here, I'll give you the junk in the trunk. But yeah, like, look, pops right open. There, look, I'm putting the junk in your trunk so you have it. But it's not to this, but if you have another land speeder that can use it, feel free. Alrighty, let's read the bids here. We got $3 on that B-Wing Pilot. We got $20 on the INT4. That INT4 is in great condition. Lyle Jones in the lead on that Luke Farm Boy with no tip at 16 buccarinos. The land speeder's at $20. Darth Vader comic is at $1, number 8. Darth Vader number 8. If you ever have any questions about how the Taco Tuesday auction works or anything like that, just let me know. I'm right here. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. How shipping works, whatever. Casey Blevins, I got hibernation sickness. I'll describe everything to you, man. It's Star Wars stuff. Put me up on a big screen, man. I'll make it. Coming to you in high definition. Alrighty, so we got $5 on that comic now with Casey Blevins, letter E. Matthew Michaels, $17 on the Farm Boy. He's in the lead, took over the lead there. Brian Jones still leading on that INT4 at $20. It's a beautiful condition, that one. I mean, lots of different conditions on mini rigs for sure, but that one's really, really nice. And then Land Speeder's at $20. Lyle Jones says $20 on that Luke 20 doll has. And we got $6 on the comic book. All the comics are bagged and boarded because they are from my collection, even though I never read them and never got around to it and stopped collecting them. But they're all perfect. And I guarantee you, while I'm pulling from this box, I will pull out variant edition covers that are worth a lot of money. Because I have no idea, but I bought every single one in duplicate. So stay tuned and learn your comics. You might get really lucky. Because I don't know. I can't be bothered either, so. But all I know is long boxes are long and heavy and full of paper. I don't know if I've ever actually read a comic in my life. Like, actually sat and read an entire comic. I certainly couldn't mention what my favorite comic of all time was. We got $20 on C, $6 on E. We got 5.8. Casey Blevins, 5.8. I'm guessing you meant E8, but you have hibernation sickness. 21C, yep, E8. Casey Blevins. 21 on C. Massey Michaels in the lead on that Farm Boy with no tip at $21. All right, that B-Wing Pilot at $3. He's going to go. We're going to call him. Going once, twice. Set the clock. 3 times. B-Wing Pilot sold. Oh, A is at $3. Sorry. It's not sold yet officially. It's still got 9, 8, 7, 6. A is at $3. Michael, Andrew, and Rex enjoying supper with you. Hey, Ma, how you doing? Glad to hear it. I love you. I hope you're having a lovely night. Just joined. Are there any men on cards tonight? I have a couple that aren't perfect. I mean, it depends. Do you want to spend money on men on cards, or do you just want cheap men on cards? That's the secret. I mean, I got a Boba Fett that I'm currently using as a stand for letter E. But I usually don't put stuff like that up on the auction. I do have a Power of the Force Leia. She's got a little crack. And then I've got an R2-D2 that I dropped off a desk yesterday. I'm sure you saw the post. So that one's broken. Was that me that had $3? I don't know. Let me see. Nope, Lyle Jones won it. Sorry, Massey. Too late, buddy. Already sold. That's all right. You get the next one. Remember the Pizza Hut Book It program? Read 4 books, get a free pizza. Sure enough. G.I. Joe comics and Sailor B. That's messed up, dude. Sneaking it in on comic books. You're supposed to read like The Catcher in the Rye and whatnot. Or something. Something hard to read, at least. Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. Adrian, you're also late on A. This one's already sold, folks. I already did the countdown. And if you check in the thread here, you will see me put up a post when it's sold. And it'll be a comment. And anything after that comment doesn't count for a bid. So that's good time for me to mention. Bid early, bid often. That's the name of the game. How about an AT driver? Driver. Ivan Drago. At. Driver. Perfect for driving your at. It is Massey for 3 on A. Should I bring it out? Oh, all right. Andrea, so Massey, you did win it, buddy. Congratulations. And you saved $1. There you go, Lyle Jones. Sorry, buddy. We had a little glitch over here. Oh, no, you're totally fine, Adrian. No worries at all, man. It happens a lot with lag, so don't stress it. Don't stress it, dude. Hold on. There he goes. A little bit of scrapage on that decal. A little bit of butt scratching. Oh, no worries, babe. Sealed or graded or boxed tonight, or even carded? Nothing really sealed. I mean, there's that one Leia carded. I have a Boba Fett carded. I have a couple graded here. I have some graded bootlegs. I have a graded Pro Droid. I have a ton of box stuff. Did you guys look at the pictures at all? Or no? Here. Like, these are all boxed. But usually not really anything sealed, man, on the live auctions, just because
some internet providers claim they
people generally don't bid on expensive sealed stuff on live auctions.
Are often much slower.
What's up, Jeff Singenberger? How you doing, buddy? I'm good, man. No complaints. Lyle Jones, 23 on C, Land of the Jawas. You know what, dude? I could have sworn I saw one somewhere. Yes, I must. Here's a base. I'm sure there's one somewhere. I will search for it for you eventually. I've got a Hoth tag base that it might be under. Ah, there's one right there, boxed. Oh, that's a good one too, dude. Special offer. That's a hard box to find. But yeah, there's the Land of the Jaws. That's actually a really nice box. Look at that. So yes is the answer to Land of Jaws. That badge has gone out yet. The first batch have been sent today, actually. So people should start receiving them probably tomorrow. But not everybody. It takes a long time. There are a ton of people that come to this thing. You got to remember, it's just Andrea sitting there putting badges in all day, you know, like, so it takes like a week and a half to ship. But the first batch went out today. So if you were lucky enough to buy your tickets as one of the first people, yes, your badges are in the mail. If you waited at all, or I don't know, we're in a different category or a different type of badge or whatever, they'll be coming soon. But keep an eye peeled. They'll be there soon. But not yet. Not for everybody, but for some people. Because I definitely went to the post office today and gave them like a giant tub full of freaking envelopes. So, happy Taco Tuesday, Anthony. How you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alrighty, we got $20 on the land speeder. It is complete. It even has junk in the trunk, which is an extra piece from a different land speeder that happened to be in it for some reason. The INT4 is at $20 with Mr. Brian Jones. AT-AT driver complete has 0 bids on it. You want the AT-AT bid on it, brother? You can bid. Bid away on the AT-AT driver. You could be in the lead right now for $1. Luke Farmboy, no tip at $23. Land Speeders at $20. The Darth Vader comics at $8. I'm about to call that Darth Vader comic next. If you want to get in on that, it's at $8. And letter E, we're going to call it. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Darth Vader comic sold to Mr. Casey Blevins. Darth Vader number 8 for $8. 888. $2 on the AT-AT driver, Massey Michael in the lead. On a complete AT-AT driver at $2. That is a heck of a deal. Cheaper than a B-Wing pilot. With no weapon. But the AT-AT driver has a weapon. The B-Wing pilot did not. I'm just reaching into these comics here, so those are actually probably rare as heck. I don't know. This one's freaking awesome, so let's do that. Darth Vader number 6 with a freaking epic cover. Check that out. Here, it's cool, right? Darth Vader number 6. It's one of mine, bagged and boarded. Letter E. What is D at? D is at $20. Cheap. $20. Rick Carlson says $10 on A. $10 on A. Adrian Coate in the lead on the AT-AT driver at 12 buckaroos. 12 doll hands. $12 bills, y'all. We got Jason Rhodes at 25 on D, taking over on the, whatchamacallit there. I highly suggest buying one of these. You can get them off Amazon. We should get an IC Toys Brandon one of these, baby. UV lights. What the heck is B? B is the INT4. They're mini rigs. They're vintage. They're towards the end of the line, and they were a more cost-effective solution for folks that couldn't afford Millennium Falcons. But they were imagined by Kenner, and they were part of the Star Wars line, but they're Star Wars mini rigs. This was a snow vehicle. It has ski on it. Luke had driven out to the pick and pull at Anchorhead and had picked up a new hood release for his land speeder, but old Ben talked him into selling it. Valid. There you go. That's what happened with that land speeder. Good story. I like it. Big fan. Where is at? Oh, the mini rig is at $20, I think. Yeah, $20. The INT4 is at $20. I'll run through them again for you. The AT-AT driver complete is at $13. It's cheap. The INT4 is at $20. Luke Farmboy with no tip is at $23. The land speeder is at $25, and that awesome Darth Vader comic, letter E, is at $0 so far. Nobody's bid on it. Casey Blevins was writing us a story, so I'm sure he'll be on it soon. Letter E. Well, I think with Andrea Cook closing the brick and mortar, I was thinking about this. But I'd like to set up a cool setup for Taco Tuesday so I could have like 10 cameras and put all little camera boxes around here. So I can have like a Death Star over here instead of like right in front of my face. I haven't even told Andrea about that, but I think it's doable. I'm kind of excited to try it. Brian Jones, $1 on E. Casey Blevins, $5 on E. Casey Blevins in the lead. We got Jason Rhodes at 22 on D. The mini rig there, the INT4. All right, Luke Farmboy, no tip, is the next one on the chopping block. He's currently at $23, and he is a Luke Farmboy at only $23, which seems obnoxiously cheap, but I'm about to call it. So if you want that, get in on the Luke Farmboy, bid yourself some $24 or $25 hands, and it could be yours. Rick Carlson taking over on A at $15 on that driver. Jason is D22 on B. I don't know what that means. Yes, Jason Rhodes on D, $22. Yeah, correct. He was asking about the INT4. All right, Rick Carlson says $25 on C. $25 on C. Can't let a Luke go for that cheap. I hear you, brother. Jason Rhodes is in the lead on the INT4 at $22. And he's also in the lead on the land speeder at $25. Lyle Jones is in the lead on the Luke Farmboy at $26. And Rick Carlson's in the lead on the AT-AT driver at $15. And I think Casey Blevins is in the lead on this awesome Darth Vader comic book. It's hard to show you. Look at that. It's freaking cool. Casey Blevins is in the lead on that one at $5. Darth Vader number 6. Lyle Jones, 26 on C. 26 on C. Where are them multiples? Oh, what do you want? The loose figures? The bags of loose figures? I could do that. I'll do that. We'll sell, what's the one that hasn't been running here? I don't think I have another bag of Snowies, man. It doesn't work like that. Farm Boy has another bid. Let's call the land speeder at $25. If anybody wants to get in on that land speeder, celebration was a blast, but it's good to hear how many people were excited about CC. That's so cool, man, that people are talking about ICCC in Japan. It's very cool. They even talked about it on one of the panels, which was cool. They're like, we have conventions in Japan, but we don't have anything like ICCC. And I was like, yeah, buddy. Well, we have conventions in America, but we don't have anything like ICCC except for ICCC. It's a whole different animal, man. It's a whole different animal. Make sure to get your tickets to go see Katie Sackhoff's live recording of her podcast, or for a Ninja Turtle pizza party with the cast and crew. So get on there. They are pretty. Okay, let's call. We're calling the land speeder for Jason Rhodes at $25. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold for $25. Yeah, the snowtroopers were pretty good, man. There wasn't anything wrong with them. They just didn't have capes. They were nice and white. Most of them, I think. Land speeder. Okay, what were we doing there? We wanted... Oh, bag of loose figs. Let me see what I got here. An ERG party. Uno, dos, tres. ERGs. One Emperor's Royal Guard. Let me see. Made in Taiwan. Ooh, Taiwan. One ERG made in Taiwan. Nice condition. Two ERGs. This one has no COO, so it must be paletoid. These must be variants. Ooh, check your snowtroopers, dude. Maybe they're a bunch of variants. They're in really nice condition. They just don't have their staffs. Or their force pikes, rather. And this one's a different COO as well. This is made in Taiwan. The first one is Taiwan, and the second one is no COO. So they're all variants. No regular Hong Kong in there. 3 ERGs. Starting at $1. That looks cool. Cheap viewers. How does one block people on whatchamacallit? Twitch. Oh, there's 8 people watching on Twitch. That's bonkers. Hello, 8 people on Twitch. Come see ICCCon, the future of conventions. It's super freaking awesome, and you'll love it. All right, we got $25 on D, $25 on D. Adrian Cote, not enough, buddy. Lyle Jones, $32 on D. They're liking the ERGs there. All right, let's call the Darth Vader comic here for Casey Blevins. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold to Casey Blevins. Now, I'm going to put up a couple books, but the books are, well, I don't know. Books are kind of expensive because they're out of print and stuff. So, I hope you guys are here for those. Brian Jones, 33 on the ERG. Adrian Cote, you got beat by a half a second there, buddy. They are at 33 already, so you'd have to go 34. Okay. Congrats on the Darth Vader comic. Casey Blevins, of course. All right, folks. This is something that is out of print, and it's awesome. Guerra Estelar, right? And or Estelar. And it is the definitive guide to Top Toys Vintage Star Wars. It was written by Daniel Freddy Segovia. He used to have these back in when we started ICCCon. It was in 2018 was the first ICCCon. And this was the book he was selling at that time. So if you're into variants and hard to find things, this is a very, very cool book. It has top toys from Argentina and Latin American collectibles, but it has all the proper information. Also including, some of the best pictures ever of some of the rarest items ever. It also has Lily Letty in here. So it's a great Lily Letty guy. But this is an awesome book, and that's why I kind of want to put a reserve on it. But you know what? I'm not going to. I'm just going to trust that you guys know it. But if you are at all into Top Toys, it's like the definitive guide. I mean, have you ever seen a clearer, bigger picture of a Top Toys Yoda to be able to tell authenticity and stuff like that? I mean, it's really, really well done. Very, very cool book. And it's been out of print since 2018, and it was limited at the time. So, plus it even has like the old advertisements and stuff like that in there. It's extremely well done. It's got a ton of pages. Kim Simmons is in there. He's got a nod. Can meet Kim Simmons at ICCCon.
Does this look like your internet provider? Surprise fees, one-time charges, and sudden price hikes hidden in the fine print. With G-Fiber, there's no router fees, no install fees, no nonsense. Save it out in short-term deals and extra fees.
Yep, there's Freddie and Kim.
Clear and simple. Visit fibers.google.com and make the switch today.
It's Freddie and Kim, and then the Ford and the Top Toys. Blue Jedi. Very, very cool. But these at the time, before they went out of print, sold for $60 each. So be aware. Please don't be too cheap. It is an extra. I have one personally because I love Top Toys. It's my favorite line, my favorite variant line in Star Wars. I have all of them. Some of my pictures are actually in that book, I think. Maybe my Luke Jedi, but I might be wrong. But I think he got a couple pictures from me way back in the day, back in like 2015 when he was making it. But that's completely out of print, completely old. I think the original price was $50, so be aware. If you want me to show you anything else in it, I'm more than happy to. But it has Top Toys, Lily Letty, Model Trim, Yuppie, Salo and Savory, and Bassa. If you don't know what those words mean, it's because they're rare as heck. But they are officially licensed vintage Star Wars items. Bassa only came out with two 12-inch figures, a Chewbacca and a Darth Vader. And those were in, Bassa was, where was it? Brazil or something? No, Bassa is, where is Bassa? There you go, Thomas Fagan. Thomas Fagan, there you go. Thank you, sir. Thomas Fagan knows what I'm talking about. Because Thomas Fagan, I will give you this, man. You are the king of variants, dude. And before you came to the IC, I used to have to, and I know you always tell me, oh, thanks for the IC, because I love the IC and it's awesome and blah, 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 blah. But thank you for coming to the IC or finding it and however you did, because besides the fact that I have to pretend that Squid Face isn't garbage, thanks for coming to the IC, because I used to have to ask about 12 different people for all the questions, and they were very knowledgeable. But for all the questions, I can just throw at Thomas Fagan at like 2 in the morning on a Thursday, and he'll get back to me with the right answer. So thanks, man. I appreciate it. And thanks for bidding on it. It is a heck of a book. It's worth $100 all day long, blindfolded. It's, I don't know. It's definitely has the best pictures. Also, Thomas Fagan has built Variantville, and Thomas does a lot of good stuff. Plus, he brings down a lot of toys to sell at ICCC. So, here, I'll give you the free. I charge $250 for this now, Thomas. Go stop by Thomas Fagan's booth. It'll be right as you go into the entrance into the vendor room at ICCCon this year. He has amazing toys, and they are all authentic because he follows the no repro rule, and he is literally the most knowledgeable person I have ever met in the history of collecting Star Wars toys when it comes to variants and what blaster goes with what. He changed everything. He's the whole reason why I got to figure out which Boba Fett blaster goes to which Boba Fett before I send it in for grading or something like that, because nobody cared until Thomas Fagan came along. And he's like, no, that's a Unitoy lightsaber, not a blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh. But big shout out to Thomas Fagan. But there you go. You got the pitch for your vendor booth, man. That's supposed to cost you $250, but I appreciate you. All right, Luke Farmboy's at 32. Let's give him a call and let's get something else out there. What do you say? Luke Farmboy at $32. Miss a tip there. Going once, going twice, going thrice. So. Sold. Congrats, Lyle Jones. All right, folks, what do we want now? Is anybody into the trading cards? I don't take any credit. It was a group effort by a lot of people. Yeah, it was a group effort by a lot of people, but and there are other great people at variants, and I don't want people to put me on YouTube being like, "Oh, Mike Havens said that the only person that's good at variants is Thomas Fagan." That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're extremely knowledgeable and you give your knowledge for free, and I appreciate the heck out of it. That's all I'm saying. You are. I see through and through, bro. I see through and through. How about this cool mini rig? Ooh, I wonder if I have a satchel of squids for Thomas Fagan. I may. This is the expensive mini rig for as far as mini rigs get expensive. But still clicks. Everything's on it. It's good. Stirring at about letter C. We'll call that other mini rig there. Okay, I'm lying. We're going to call the other mini rig, and then I'll switch it to that spot because that spot's bigger. How's that? Come on, guys.
Hi there, everybody, and thanks so much for joining me here on the Oprah Podcast and for watching us on YouTube.
Wow, Oprah's got a podcast? That's crazy. All right. We're calling the INT4 at $22 for Jason Rhodes. Going once, twice, three times. And Brian Jones, you're in the lead, but we're going to switch it to letter D, bud, just so I have enough room. But you're still in the lead. Letter D, the Desert Sail Skiff, is at $25 already. Son of a gun. Okay. Where is B? B is sold. But I think you won it. Yeah, you did. You won it. $22. Rick Carlson says 105 on E, 105 on E. Lyle Jones, $27 on D, $27 on D. I need something else for that. Watch what fits. Watch what fits. Tons of stuff over here. It's hard because here, how about a satchel of Death Squad commanders? I don't know. There's a couple in here that are sticky, but still all right. So here we're going to sell a satchel of Death Squad Commanders. Not the best shape, not the worst shape. I'll show you. There's the first two. Here's the next two, but these two are sticky on their boots, but nothing's falling off or anything. And there's a fifth one. Burp. So anyway, 5 Death Squad Commanders. A couple are a bit sticky. 2 of them are sticky. The other 3 are fine. But that just might be soap and warm water. You know me. I do not clean them. I just buy them and sell them. 5 Death Squad Commanders. Alrighty, B35, the Skiff, Red Sail, $50 on B. Frankie, $40. We got John Downs in the lead on B at $50. All right, Thomas Fagan is in the lead on the Top Toys book. Why is it not zooming? Come on, man. There we go. We got $1 on C. $1 on C. Can't go wrong for $1. 5 guys for $1. 20 cents a piece. It's a steal of a deal. All right, where are we at? Let's read them off to you. The AT-AT Driver Complete at $15. I'm just going to call that. I think that's too cheap, but I'm going to call it because I want to put something else there. Going once, going twice, going thrice. $15 AT-AT Driver. Death Squad Commanders up to $10. Brian Jones in the lead. That's 5 Death Squad Commanders for $10. All right. AT-AT Driver. What could I fit there? How about a Klaatu? He's mint on card. He's a bit roughed up. Let me open him up. Ooh, he's a made in Mexico one. There you go. Thomas Fagan can tell you where the whatchamacallits came from. The parts. Because I just know Darth Vader's parts for made in Mexico cards. But this is a made in Mexico Klaatu. From that weird collection where he wrapped everything up in quadruplicate. It's got a tab tear at the top. Let's see. No cracks, just dents. Made in Mexico Klaatu. No cracks or holes, just dents. Got a tear at the tab there. Rick Carlson, 125 on E, 125 on E. There's a little piece of tape on there. So there you go. Made in Mexico card. Klaatu, starting at $1, letter A. I'll ship it in the star case. I'll throw this out and get you a star case there for that. So, yes. Yep, there we go. Rick Carlson, 125 on E. We got B at $52. Andy Burrows. John Downs at $60. Teddy Shively starts us off on letter A at $25. That's a made in Mexico Klaatu, mint on card, fully sealed. All right, we're only at $5, or no, we're only at $11 on those 5 Death Squad Commanders. 5 Death Squad Commanders only at $11. Messi Michael says $32 on A. Teddy Shively, $40 on A. It's a made in Mexico Klaatu. E150. Kirk Keck, would you take Rick Carlson away from his phone? Can you guys share it like a radioactive man? Tuesday and Thursday and Monday, Wednesday, Friday kind of situation? Fight over it on Sunday? Kenny Bannigan, $50 on A. $50 on A. Lyle Jones says 21 on C. 21 on C. That's a satchel of Death Squad Commanders at $21. We got 51 on A with Massey Michael. That's a made in Mexico Klaatu, and it is still a sealed bubble, so $50 is really cheap. Going up by $1. Just saying. Massey Michael, $22 on C. $22 on C. Massey Michael's a dollar guy, though, so it's a dollar guy. Got a satchel of Greedos? I don't know, man. See, the problem is the satchel's under a bunch of other stuff. Have any Jabba's Dungeon? Wait. Ooh, I do have 2 snowtroopers. But got a satchel of Solos. I got satchel of Stormtroopers, a satchel of FX7, satchel of Bib Fortunas, satchel of probe droids, or droids. I got a bunch of boxes from they all got their weapons. Chewbacca's. Got a bag of Yodas. You want a bag of Yodas? AT-AT drivers, ATST drivers, Marion guards, Luke Besson, well, just 2 of him. Some IG-88s. Hey, I do. It's only got 2 Greedos in it, man. 2 walruses. But I'll sell that satchel for you. All right, Massey Michael at $22 on C. $22 on C. All right, Thomas Fagan's in the lead on the book. Would a book be a satchel of pages then? It could be, only if you put it in a sack of some sort. Thomas Fagan's in the lead at $150 on the Top Toys Guide. The ERGs are at $37. I think we could call those next. The ERGs. So these 3 ERGs are at $37. If you want in on that, get in on that now. The Death Squad Commanders are at $22 for 5 of them. That's cheap, but 2 of them are sticky, so I don't feel bad about it. Klaatu is only at $51. This is a made in Mexico Klaatu, and the bubble is still fully sealed. It's made in Mexico. It's hard to see, but that's what it says right there, made in Mexico. It's just not zooming in right. Desert Sales Kits at $60. And there we go. And a partridge in a pear tree. All right, so let's call the ERGs. The ERGs are at $37. Mr. Lyle Jones, going once, going twice, going thrice. 3 ERGs for 37 beans. Yeah, the bubble's clear, but you know what? The bubbles on Made in Mexico cards are 99% clear, and it's because down in Mexico they have a lot of humidity. So on the back of most Made in Mexico cards, there's a little tiny pinhole, so it lets the bubble breathe. See? That's another defining characteristic for a Made in Mexico. But it lets the bubble breathe, and then they didn't turn yellow. So most Made in Mexico carded figures are clear. Most. Tons of disclaimers. I feel like I got to say everything perfectly right because Thomas Fagan's watching. I don't want to screw it up. Oh. That's why I didn't just put blasters with those guys. I don't want to be that guy. No, I'm just kidding. Lyle Jones, $56 on A. $56 on A. It's Made in Mexico Klaatu. All right, those ERGs are gonzo. Congrats, Lyle. 3 different ERG variants there. Sending them to you in a bag that says X-Wing Luke. I don't know why. Yeah, Made in Mexico cards, Kenny. Also, keep an eye out for Made in Mexico cards because that Darth Vader is all Lily Letty parts. So you sometimes get them dirt cheap. It's an expensive Vader. All right, 2 green guys. You know what? I got a blaster right here. I know I got 2 blasters, whatever. 2 green guys. Look pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. 2 green guys. 2 walruses. And I have a Stormtrooper blaster here. It's got a broken butt. What I mean by that is it's a little bit shorter on the back because it's snapped. But I'm giving it to a Walrus Man. And then I also have a Han Solo blaster here, or a Greedo blaster. So there you go. You could have one of those too. So it's going to be a 4-pack of Cantina figures. Two of them have blasters. Gotta wait till it spins around. Yeah, there you go. Prevent your card. No, don't do that. I can't say that out loud or else somebody will do it. And they'll be like, dude, you ruined my Carter figure. And I'll be like, man, it was a joke, obviously. But it does seem to work, so maybe it's not a joke. All right, we're going to call that Guerra Stellar book for Thomas Fagan. Going once, going twice, going thrice. 150 pounds. So, Lyle Jones, $17 on D. $17 on D. Got a couple gats there. Pop, pop. Congrats, Fagan. It's a great book, dude. If you haven't read it yet, it's literally got the best pictures.
Extra Roma.
All right, I don't know. Do you guys know these books? I was going to sell them because I know you like books. These are the toys that time forgot, and they run about like $75 a piece on the eBays. Used. They are out of print also. But I only have volume 2 and volume 3. The reason why is because I, for a little while there, was the largest collector of Tribes unproduced action figures in the world. And I gave one of the books to Hakes so they could look them all up and stuff because it was in one of these books. But I do have volume 2 and volume 3. They're beautiful. They're hardcover. They're very, very well done. Like some Lord of the Rings stuff. Lord of the Rings action figures, prototypes, pre-pros, whole bunch of different stuff. What is that, Buck Rogers? The Last Starfighter. Like they're toys that are either unproduced, they're just unproduced ones. So they were like made but not produced. Like hold on. This is why I need more cameras. Here, let's do this. All right, look at me on the tiny side there. Nope, that's not going to work either. Where do I want to be here? So, all right, all this stuff is still spinning on the spinning wheel. I'm scooting it so I can show you stuff. But these are all unproduced toys. Well, actually, they go through the production stages, but they just never really got there. So it's a visual history of unproduced action figures. But like all different kinds. One I wanted to show you here because I absolutely would buy these. But like it also has like great visuals, Lord of the Rings figures. Those ones were produced. Here. Check it out. Remember that movie? Because that movie was freaking epic, right? Anyway, so they're going to do a Last Starfighter toy line. Which would have been freaking awesome. $729. Uh-oh. Countdown time. Check these out. Great, right? But it's stuff like that, and it's a beautiful book. They got some Superman, blah, 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 blah. Is Chad coming over to look at the Last Starfighter book?
This one?
Is that why you came in here?
No, I was going to.
Chad loves Last Starfighter. Yeah, check it out. There's an unproduced line of Last Starfighter toys.
What is this book? Oh, I think I've seen these. I didn't look at it. That's cool.
Check these out. That's sick, right?
Yeah.
Where his face changes.
That is
And
cool.
then here, look, dude, it's got
Who
the.
was making it?
They were in the Toy Fair catalog. I don't know. There's a whole set. That's cool, right? Galoob.
Galoob.
Was making them. Well, lots of cool stuff like that. But yeah, I know you love Last Starfighter. I'd buy those. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle prototypes. Stuff like that. So anyway, I'm going to try to put these up. If you want to get in on them, cool. I'm going to start them at $50. I know for a fact they're worth $75 or more each. They're also out of print. Toxic Avengers. Here you go. Skywalker Ranch. What's that talking about? Ooh, Star Wars. Empire Strikes Back. Oh, those are cool. I don't even know what that is. Gex Implodosaurus. Oh, the geckos. Remember them? I did get distracted. My bad. Here, I'll stop. They're starting at $50. It's a hardcover book, and it has like the strings so you can keep your place. Like, it's a really fancy book. You can go look it up on eBay. It's worth good money. If anybody wants to start at $50, or if you want, you can start it at $100, and I'll put both the books up. But they're massive. Go look them up on eBay. They go for really good money. Brian Jones says $50 on each. Put both books up. Call it $100, and I'll put them both up. I don't care. But I need to get at least 50 out of each because they should be worth 75 each minimum. This one, what does this have? Whoa. This one has an autograph in it. Thanks for all your patience and trust in me with these books to you. It was a long road, but I'm hopeful that in the end you all will believe it was a trip worth taking. Until next time. So there you go. You get the artist signature. And a toy collector thing for subscribe now. I don't know. And Blake Wright, forward by Mark Bellamo. Toys that time forgot. Cool. I was unaware of it. So, there you go. There you go. Thomas Fagan says 100 for both. So, there you go. Both are up there. Toys that Times Forgot. Volume 2 and Volume 3. It's at $100, which is a killer deal. But there you go. So, both books are up in that lot. I'm going to stand everything back up over here. Let's call it Letter B. It's been out there for a while. The Desert Sail Skiff, Mr. Downs is in the lead at 60 bones. We're going to call it Desert Sail Skiff. Going once on the Desert Sail Skiff. Oh no, my timer's under the books.
Meet Applewood smoked ham. Smoked is their middle name. 2 for $7, Hammondsworth melts.
Going once, going twice, going thrice on the Desert Sail Skiff. Sold. Stephen Hughes, my bad, I meant Alien Nation. That said, I do remember Enemy Mine as well. It's a great movie. There you go. Did someone say TMNT? Yes, there are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle prototypes in these books as well. Desert Sail Skiff will pull down. And these guys, we got to stand up here because this is crazy. You know what we'll do? We'll just do this. So keep knocking them over. So we can avoid that by doing this. Made in Mexico card, Klaatu, 65 back, sealed bubble. It's only at $60, folks. It's a steal. Thank you, John. Congrats. All right, the 5 Death Squad commanders are at $22 with Massey Medical. The 2 green guys with Walrusman and Greedo, a couple of them with guns, are at $22. That's cheap because of the blasters. The Toys of Times Forgot books, Volume 2 and 3 are at $100. Klaatu Made in Mexico 65 back is at $60. And the Desert Sales gift just sold, so we need something new for letter B. All right, how about something real freaking cool? I gotta find the thing here. Hold on. How do I show you? Let me see. Okay. I don't know how to show you this. Hold on.
So what do we got? Well, we have the original box and everything else with the Empire Strikes Back. Hey, how's it going? Hey, how you doing today? So what do we got? Well, we have the original box and everything else with the Empire Strikes Back candy dispensers. Man.
So anyway, let me figure out. Window capture, header, video capture device, window capture. Add. Window capture. There, cool. All right. Check this out. Ready? So anyway, a buddy of mine from Vegas, he used to be the guy for the Pawn Stars back in the day, to do all of their verifications and stuff on Star Wars stuff. So this walked into Pawn Stars one day. A few years later, he sold it to me, and now I'm selling it to you guys. So pay attention. This video is something I have in this room.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, how you doing today? So what do we got? Well, we have the original box and everything else with the Empire Strikes Back candy dispensers. Man, I know Star Wars merchandise is popular, but I just can't seem to get away from the stuff. They've tried to get me to sit down and watch a Star Wars movie. I've never been able to do it. You're killing me. Would you mind if I open it up? I don't mind. Go ahead. I have no idea who that is.
Also, for the record, he totally rips the guy off, so don't factor that into your price point.
There's the most in the box. Before we even get started on negotiating on this, the first thing we're going to have to do is agree going to see the movie together. I'll buy the popcorn. You know what? I'm not going to go see it. You're just not going to. Just like I'm not going to eat this candy. I'm at the pawn shop today to try and sell my Star Wars Empire Strikes Back.
This is the exact one
This box is very
from this exact episode.
It's a full set.
You can find this episode on YouTube.
None of them have been touched at all. They've been in the box, in the closet since the 80s, and I think I would be comfortable around 180. This is interesting.
And this is many years ago
When it
as
first
well.
came out,
So,
most stores sold them one piece at a time.
well, look at how thin that dude is from Pawn Stars, so you know it's a long
I kept it
time
in
ago.
my collection.
So you bought a box of candy and didn't eat it.
I never ate it. I know.
Yeah, I mean, the film came out in 1980, and you know, after the first one, of course, it was a smash hit.
Right.
I just find it like crazy how valuable this franchise is.
Yeah.
Disney bought it from George Lucas for $4 billion.
Yeah.
And they made that off the first new movie that they made. I mean, they look like they were in really good condition. I mean, so what are they, like little knockoff Pez dispensers?
You turn the bottom, and it kind of cracks the seal, and then the little candy comes out.
So what are you looking to do with it?
I'd like to sell it. I have identical twins that are newborns, and we need diapers and formula.
What are you looking to get?
For you today, 180, I was thinking.
Well, thank you so much for offering me such a deal. Here's the thing. I haven't failed on a Star Wars item yet. I've always made money on them.
Yeah.
But it is a knockoff Pez dispenser as far as I'm
But
concerned.
it is Tops.
It's not a knockoff Pez dispenser. It's literally Tops branded. I hate Pawn Stars, for the record.
Other than Yoda, the rest of these guys are.
Yeah.
No. I don't know him. I know this guy. I know the Star Wars expert. I don't know whatever his name is from Pawn Stars.
So this is it.
He calls in the expert.
It's
There.
a
That guy. I know
yellow
Steve
Star
Johnson.
Wars candy dispenser thing.
Yeah, Topps, they've done so well with the cards from Star Wars. So anything they could latch on and produce that was Star Wars related merchandise, they would do it.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it just kind of seems like a knockoff.
But no, I don't know the dude from
Kind
whatever.
of was. And you got to think like that's the biggest form of flattery is copying something, right? So if Pez is doing it right, this has got to work. Do you mind if I take a look at them?
I don't mind at all.
Box looks nice, and you notice that the perforation right here is unpunched. What you would do is you would actually fold that up, and that would be your display, which that's your calling card. So when that is pointed towards you as a kid, you had to have one of these. It's a unique set. What's really unique about it is that they were trying to latch on to some of the Empire Strikes Back characters that might not have been as recognizable. So they knew Yoda was going to be an absolute hit, but the rest of the characters, it's kind of an odd group. You have 21B, which is the droid that's here, and he's really in one really small scene. He's reattaching Luke's hand after Luke gets his hand cut off. This is a Tauntaun.
So anyway, it's super boring.
Was a big
But this is the exact one
no portion of Empire Strikes
from this
Back.
exact show,
Explain this for you.
and I'm going to be putting it up here.
And, you have the Bounty
As you
Hunter
can see,
Boss
it's
actually
full.
has
Well, I'll
quite
show you
a
once this is over.
fan base now. You know, I'll tell you this. It's a neat set, and it's, you know, from a fan standpoint, it's an incredible merchandising piece from Star Wars that you don't see every day. This is going to draw a premium. You're going to be able to get.
Whoops.
Everyone uses
I was trying to copy it for you. Hold on.
in one way.
Oh, it's a commercial.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, how you doing?
Oh, no, it's not.
You have 21B, which is the droid industry, if you haven't seen Star Wars. And you have the Bounty Hunter Boss. Boss actually has quite a collector and fan base now. You know, I'll tell you this. It's a neat set, and it's, you know, from a fan standpoint, it's an incredible merchandising piece from Star Wars that you don't see every day. This is going to draw a premium. You're going to be able to get the upwards of $200 for this box.
Okay. I appreciate you coming down, man.
Yeah, no problem. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I know you're looking for 180. I know you heard Steve say it's worth $200, but I'd like to make more than 20.
I think
So anyway, blah, 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 blah. Pawn Star guy paid $140 for it.
made
10 years
buying
ago, whatever.
diapers and
But,
that's what I'm doing today.
There you go. So that's the exact one. You can go watch the video on YouTube if you like, or you can show your friends the video. But it is this exact box. It is completely full. Hold on. It is completely full. And it is unpunched. I can't eat some candy because it is completely full and unpunched, and it's too nice. It's still in perfect condition. So, and also it's never been popped out as well. It has all the candy in there. And all the candy are still full and still sealed, and they have the insert as well. You can see it there, the cardboard insert. So it's in great condition, very great shape, and it'll be starting at $1. But I mean, besides the fact that it was on Pawn Stars, it's still this in perfect condition, completely full with unused candy heads. So you can tell the Pawn Star guy ripped off dude, but whatever. It ended up in my collection somehow, but I paid significantly more. Actually, it wasn't in my collection because I don't keep candy in the house because I don't like candy products in the house permanently. But people don't care, and people do, and some people just collect that. So it's just not for me. I don't collect plush toys either. So this was in Andrea's store for a while there. But there you go, starting at $1. Good luck. That's a monster piece with provenance out the wazoo. Literally a 30-minute video on Pawn Stars about it. Okay, the books. Thomas Fagan, did you get both those books for $100? You did, man. I shouldn't have put them both out together. Because I would have had two bidders at $50, and I only had you at $100. Starting bid on $75 for Toby Black. I just call those, Thomas. Nobody else bid with you. Ugh. These books are friggin' heavy. Okay. We got 76 bucks. Teddy Sheebley. Guys, it's I mean, it's sold to the pawn shop guys for 140 bucks like 10 years ago, and they were just negging on it. I mean, there you go, 150, 188. I mean, it comes with like literally a video. And if you just add up all those candy jars, how many candy jars are in there? 24 count of the candy jars, and the candy jars are how much? 10, 15 bucks each? So however much that adds up to. 240 bucks if you were just buying the candy jars at 10 bucks each. And they are sealed and have all the candy in them. So that's how unbelievably cheap it still is. Okay, how about we do a Lando. There's variant editions in here and stuff, man. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see if I can find the regular Lando. Yeah, there it is. All right, so there's Lando number 1. Lando comic book number 1. It's one of mine, bagged and boarded and everything. But that's number 1. That's the regular one. It's not a variant cover. I do have variant covers as well of these. So those will be coming out eventually. But right now we're going to start off with number 1 of the Lando series in perfect condition. Number 1. Starting at about. Casey Blevin says $5. Arthur Lou says $2.28 on the
There's nothing you can do about it.
candy heads. But yeah, at $10 each for just the heads without the unused box, it would be $2.40. Just so you're doing math. There's 24 candy heads in there still sealed. And I don't know if you can get those for $10 in each if they're sealed. It costs $5 in each, open and empty. So it's a steal of a deal. What's Klaatu? Klaatu's at a steal of a deal. Made in Mexico Klaatu for $60. I'm gonna have to sell it to you. Brian Campbell's in the lead on that one, but at first I'll sell the Satchel of Death Squad Commanders because I feel that Klaatu is too cheap. All right, Death Squad Commanders going once. Where's the button? Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Jared Ingersoll, $2.30 on the box of candy heads. Featured on Pawn Stars. Oh, Massey Michael, you won the Death Squad Commanders. I just have a problem cutting and pasting, bud. Arthur Lou, $2.48 on the candy heads, $2.48. I'll be honest, folks, I'm looking for about $500, $600 on those candy heads. I mean, besides it being rare, it does have a video about it on Pawn Stars. But it doesn't matter because I started at $1, so it all depends if you want Grouchy Mike or Happy Mike. We got $2.88, Arthur Lou, $2.88 on the candy heads. All right. That can go there. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Ooh, Chad, you want to cover a break for me, dude? there, see if we can figure out what that. All right, folks. Chad's gonna cover me. I'll be back in 5.
Oh, yeah.
Just take mine because it's so heavy already.
What's up, guys? Oh, looks like we need to put something on the seat. I don't even know what this thing is. We got a cannon of some sort. It says it's complete. Hey, Casey. How are you? Hey, what's up, Greg? I'm putting something together, but I don't know what it is. It's a gun of some sort. I'm sure you guys can tell me what it is. I'm going to try and put it together, though. I don't know if I'm putting it together right. But let's see. Oh, tripod, laser. I think it's a mini rig. Yeah, it's on a tripod. Once I get it together. I'm just guessing here, so. Tripod laser cannon. There you go. Thanks, Mark. It's complete. Almost got it. The legs might be upside down. I'm getting close.
Explore hand
Does this go on the front?
edit and unlock upgraded states.
Commercial. Oh, you're getting an Andor commercial. Cool. Does this thing go on the front here? Wait, this way. This little red thing, or the power cable thing, or belt cable. All right, here we go. And it's got the power crate, I'm assuming. I don't know if this goes on the front like that. That would be weird to shoot through the cable. But anyways, we got on C. We got the tripod laser cannon mini rig, complete. I'm just not quite sure how the cable goes. All right, so that's letter C. Not a whole lot of room up here. All right, let's see where we're at. Hose attaches in the middle underneath and goes in the black box. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, we're at, let's see, on the clap 2, the 60, what is that, 65 back? It's at $60, it looks like. A box of candy heads. Wow, that's cool. Is it actual candy? Are they like ring pops or something? That's at $3.48 for the candy heads. Tripod lasers at $10. And letter D is the 2 walrus, 2 burritos, and 2 guns. That's 26. And then letter E, the Lando comic, is at $5. Okay. Hose attaches in the middle. I think I put the legs on wrong. Oh well. Come on, you can fit. Close enough. I don't see where it attaches, but I could be blind. Actually, I'm blind. Oh, the messages aren't updating for you? Which message? Like you don't see the chat or the one on the stream or the one in in between the legs. Keep knocking this guy over.
It's tight, right?
Yeah. We got 15 on C. Tripod laser cannon from. Is that a mini rig?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's also in the movies, so it's a weird mini rig.
Yeah. Good?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Mike's back. Have a good one. See you at ICCC.
Thank you, Chad. How do you throw it up here? Just a part. No. It's the tripod laser cannon is vintage. It's not from 1995. C's at 20 with John Downs. Couldn't figure it out, huh? That's why I gave it to you. I figured it would be fun and challenge. Nope, you didn't. Just backwards. You were close, though. come around. Oh, yeah, Andrew would know about the modern ones. I don't know about modern things at all.
Some internet providers claim they offer gigabit, but here's the thing. Their upload speeds
All right, let me call this. It's only at $60. Brian Campbell's going to win it.
Google Fiber gives
Made in Mexico, Klaatu.
uploads are
Can't believe I'm selling it for $60. Going once, twice, 3 times. Sold. What's up, Chris Lockerman? How you doing? All right, the box of candy heads featured on Pawn Stars is at $3.48. That's a steal of a deal, folks. It's been on TV. If anybody wants to get in on that, it is completely complete. In great condition. Just like the Snow Trooper I'm about to put up. Completely complete, in great condition. Beautiful Snow Trooper. Great cape, no tears. It's a really, really top shelf Snow Trooper right there. Excited for ICC in a couple weeks. Me too, me too. I'm excited we're back in the spring. So that means I get to enjoy my pool and not have to jump out of it to go talk to an agent or something like that. I get to actually enjoy the summer. It's way better having it in the spring than the fall. I'll tell you that much. I think we're going to stick to spring as long as I can pull off the venue each year. But I think we're going to really love this new venue. I think it's going to be, as long as they let us come back and they're not weirded out by people dressing up when it ain't Halloween like that other place. I'd like to stay here forever because they're nice. They are nice folks. All right, let me run through it for you. Snow Troopers at $0. The box of candy heads featured on Pawn Stars, all those are fully sealed. They're only at $3.48. I think that's too cheap. I know that's too cheap. I mean, they're worth $500 or $600 easy, but I'd like to get a little bit closer at least. Tripod laser cannons only at $20. The 2 green guys with the Walrus and the Greedo with the 2 pews is only at $26. Remember, Greedo has his blaster there. And a Walrus Man has a blaster, but the butt of the blaster is broken. That's letter D. Is at $26. And the Lando comic, $5. Casey Blevins, that was the only bid for that one. Casey sold. Casey, do you just want like all of them or something? Of course you do. Here. How about a Lando #1 variant edition? This is the variant, or one of the variants of Lando #1. There are There you go. Number 1 variant edition. It's one of mine, so it's bagged and boarded and really, really nice. Starting at $1. Where is my other stand? Starting at $1, we got Casey Blevins on it already at $5. It is a variant edition of the number 1 of the Lando comics. All right, we got $5 on the comic book, $26 on the Walrus. I'm going to just sell those. Walrus Man and Greedos, they did not move up at all. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. That's a steal of a deal. I think you're just paying for blasters. The figures are free there. And $26. But it's Lyle Jones, and I like me some Lyle Jones, so it's okay. We got $42. What up, Dick? How you doing, buddy? $42 on A. That's a beautiful snowtrooper. I'm going to leave him up for a while because he's too nice for $42. We got $7 on the variant comic book by Nick Grooms. $7. Nick Grooms in the lead on the comic. We got $45 on A, $45 on A. What a Power of the Force Leia in a star case. There is a crack or 2 on her, but they're very minor. But I'm still going to start her a $1, so whatever. Crack is at the top of the helmet there, but you can't really see it. Let me feel. And right there. It's a little crack right there. There you go. You can see it. But it's not a hole. It's just a little crack. And then there's a little crack by the helmet. But, yeah, right there you can see it. But otherwise, nice mint on card. Unpunched. Power of the Force Leia Endor. Starting at $1. And it'll come in a star case as well. It's a 92 back Leia. Letter D. Arthur Liu's in the lead on letter A at $48. Arthur Liu, you're going to win those candy heads, man. That's right, but now you've got to really send me dumplings, dude, because those are way too cheap. You're getting a killer deal because nobody's bidding against you. $3.48, and I'll send you the link to the YouTube video, Arthur. Or whomever wins it. If somebody else wants to get in there. Nick is in the lead on D at $74. Teddy Sheebley, not enough. How many bad words came out? Yeah, I actually did cuss a bit. I was in Andrea's basement there, so it was at the warehouse. So, yes, there were not people or young children. So, yes, I did make words, for sure. Because it was nice, dude, and it shattered. Whatever. That one we're starting with a reserve, though, because do you know that loose ones, just loose, are going for $750 on freaking eBay? Yeah, all the heads are sealed, Jason McKee, and it is complete, and it has the insert, and it's never been used, and it was featured on Pawn Stars. It's really nice, man, and all the heads still have their candy in it. And even the display is unpunched. It's like not punched. B is full. That's what I'm saying. All right, here, I'll do a better job showing B. B is from the Pawn Stars episode, and Pawn Stars ripped off the poor dude that was selling it. But, yeah, B is... This is not ripped or popped up, okay? And it's completely full with all sealed, full candy heads. That's what I'm saying. Even if you just take the 24 candy heads in there and multiply them by $10 a piece, which is no way you're going to be able to get for $10 a piece if they're sealed. And it's only at $348, and it was on Pawn Stars. I mean, I don't even like Pawn Stars, but that's got to count for something. It's like the nicest one. I mean, and right now we're at pretty much the cost of the candy heads if you just bought them individually. Sort of. I mean, when's the last time you saw a sealed candy head? Let alone 24 of them all matching from the original package, with the original package, without even the display popped up on the original package. I mean, it's a heck of a piece. And it has a Pawn Stars video that goes with it. So, where Pawn Stars paid the guy $150, so you know it's worth like $8,000. Nick get 110, 110 on Nick on letter D. We're only at 110. That Leia should be a lot more than 110. Just saying, folks. You're killing me. You're making me leave up stuff too long. I mean, well, a Snow Trooper complete, but for $55 in that condition, it's cheap. All these things I can't pull the trigger on. Even the tripod laser can for $20, it's a $30 thing. But Leia with the teeny tiny crack in there, shoot, a loose Leia in perfect condition is worth $100 of that Leia. And that coin is worth what? Another 40? So if I ripped it off the package, it would be worth more than it's going for right now. Carded. Just throwing it out there. On B, we are at 348. But it's rare as heck, man. I mean, it's the only one that's been on Pawn Stars. And it's the only one I've seen that's completely full and unpunched and unbroken and nice and complete. Just saying. We got 120 on D, 130 on D. There we go. Now we're getting some action on D. Good. Good. 165 on D, 165 on D. Greg James in the lead. We got a bunch of bidders on D. That is a full box of candy heads featured on Pawn Stars. I'm going to go look up a candy head on eBay and see how much they go for. And then I'm doing math. ESB candy head tops. Yeah, look. For sealed ones, they're like $20 a piece. $15 plus $5 shipping, $20. So if they're $20 a piece times 24, what's 20 times 24? It's $480 right there for just the candy heads if you were to buy them individually off eBay. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, there's a little crack in the bubble on the Leia, if you rewind it, top left. Information and knowledge books. I don't know, Fagan. I do not see any books sitting on top of things currently. I got this one, dude. But the only comparable I can find is somebody that has it listed on eBay for $10,000. I know it's not worth that, but I also don't know how to price it. But just so you're aware. But it's more prints instead of a teaching book. But it's like the very first Star Wars item ever, so. I bet you the candy's not still good, Melton. Arthur Liu on A at $58. $58 on that nice Snow Trooper. Neil Kane, $25 on B. We've got $8 on that Lando #1 variant. Ooh, it just went up to $9 with Nick Grooms. It's a variant edition of the comic book. I only know that because it says it on it. Oh, yeah, B is at $3.48, Neil Kane. I'm sorry. I thought that was D. Sorry. My fault. Still wouldn't have worked if it was D. Jeff Singberger, $65 on A. We got the tripod laser cannon at $20. Leia Power of the Force with the cracked corner of the bubble there. Not a hole, just a crack. $165. We got Lando comic variant at $11 with Casey Blevins. We've got the Snow Trooper complete at $65. Oh, that's all right, Neil. You never know when you come in. You got to hit refresh, and then you'll figure it out. All right, we're at $11 on the variant comic. We're at $165 on the Power of the Force Leia. Snow Trooper completes at $65, and the box of candy heads featured on Pawn Stars, full with insert of unused candy heads, is at $348. So what's the verdict with no spoilers, since there's no spoilers allowed on the IC? What's the verdict on Andor for you folks? I thought it was all right. I liked it. I liked most of it. There were some parts I thought were not necessary, but I liked it. And I like the one thing there that's cool for a mechanical device. Casey Blevins likes it. That's good enough for me. All right, I guess I'm going to call the tripod laser cannon for $20. You know, you can put a Snow Trooper behind it, and it's cool. Wasn't a fan of the mom. I thought the mom was hilarious. I liked her a lot. She's obnoxious. And yeah, I'm not a fan of her, but I'm a fan of her, if you know what I mean. Like, she's a horrible person. Her character is horrible. But I think she played it great. Andor is Prestige TV. All right, we're going to call the $20 tripod laser cannon. That's a steal. Is it not a steal? I thought those things are like $40. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Tripod laser cannon sold. John Down's going to get a good deal. Tripod laser cannon. Yeah, Melton, I kind of agree with that. It was just a bit slow for me. It was really slow for me the first season. Like, there were 3 episodes where, like, nothing happened. And I was like, ah. But I like the action. There's more action, and I like that. I'm a fan of action shows. Yeah, I agree with that, Michael. I think those 3 episodes could have been condensed into a 2-hour episode. I didn't love the like. It's hard to talk about it without spoilers. I didn't love the. I don't know. I can't talk about it. I don't know. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Do it up, Melton. Awesome, brother. Come on out. You'll dig it. That's why they do 3 a week. Yeah, valid. But they could do 2 a week, and then I wouldn't have to wake up at 6 in the morning and watch the third. Because I go to bed like a normal human being. Ooh, I've got something cool. This one technically should be a letter E. Actually, you know what? I'm going to call the comic book, and I'm going to make this one a letter E. The variant Lando first comic, Lando #1 variant edition, is at $11 for Casey Blevins, going once, twice, 3 times. The talking Andor. Okay. You'll find one, buddy. I'd come pick you up, but I'm a little bit busy that day. Okay. Check this out. This is an ILM VFX hat. It's a, what the heck are these people called? Staff gift or whatever, for 2018.
Does this look like your internet provider? Surprise fees, one-time charges, and sudden price hikes hidden in the fine print. With G-Fiber, there's no router fees, no install fees, no nonsense.
Got the Falcon on there.
Deals and extra fees, and say hello to internet that's clear and simple. Visit fiber.google.com and make the switch today.
I don't know. But anyway, it is a, what the heck is it called? I got a whole bunch of this stuff. Like I have from the movies. Crew gift. Cast and crew gift. ILM 2018 VFX. The Falcon on it. You can only get that if you're an ILM employee or they sell theirs and you buy it. Or you buy it from me. Because I bought it from them at one point. Hey, nice, Melton. I'm glad to hear that you're getting it fixed up there, buddy. All right. Arthur Lou, do you love me? Because I'm going to call that box of candy heads for you, man, and it's a steal. But I love you, so it's fine. Going once on the box of candy heads for my buddy Arthur Lou at $3.48. Going twice. Going thrice. Sold. What are the bids currently on B and D? Well, B is at $3.48, and it's literally selling right now for too cheap. And D is at $165. So remember, bid early, bid often, or that could happen to you. Congrats, Arthur. Enjoy it, buddy. And remind me when you ask later for your stuff, and I'll send you the link for the YouTube video. Okay. Here's a really cool one, okay? Now this is a Ben Cooper costume and mask of Darth Vader, but it's not the standard one. Standard Ben Coopers look like, well, you know what they look like. But this is not the standard one. This is a variant. Lord Darth Vader. No, thank you, Arthur. I appreciate you, brother. And I know it's going to a good home, so I'm cool with it. This is Lord Darth Vader. The plastic is obviously loose, but you can put it back in there. Those plastics are always garbage. But this is a variant. So I'm going to... Well, I'll start it at $1, but I hate to start it at $1. I know it's worth at least $150. So let's start it at $100, because I'm not taking $1 for it. So I'm starting the Ben Cooper at $100. I know it's worth at least $150, and it is the variant. But you remember that box we sold with the clock last week that went for a bunch, so because that was a variant box as well. Letter A is at $65 right now. What size is it? I don't know. And actually, there's a tag on it for $40 from back in the day. So it is a variant. It's definitely harder to find. All right, and here's a speeder bike with a Biker Scout. It's missing the flaps, but it's more of a display type situation. Just missing the flaps on the back, but it does have the laser gun underneath. Starting at $1. What size is it? Medium, 8 to 10. All right, we got $20 on E, $20 on E. E at 25. I'm going to try to find a comparable because I think this is worth a lot more than where we're at right now. Just we're going to look.
Don't worry. You can teledoc that. For just about everything health related, even aches and pains, you can teledoc that. Get started today at Teledoc Health. Oh, cool. It's from Solo. 2018 VFX Cap. Did Solo come out in 2018? Oh, yeah, it totally did. So it's the ILM casting crew hat from Solo. So that's what it is. So it's an internal casting crew hat. You can only get this if you're in the casting crew for Industrial Light and Magic for the Solo movie. So that's a Solo cap. I like that movie a lot. They should make a Solo 2. I will sign that petition if anybody's writing it up. FYI.
That hat's only at $25. You could only get it if you worked for ILM during the Solo movie. So, throwing that out there. Darth Vader variant box isn't selling. We'll pull it down. No problem. I'll put it on eBay. Easy peasy. Somebody's looking for it. Empire Strikes Back micro tins box. There's only some tins left in here. But this was at Andrea's store on the counter. So all that's left are Lando's, which is pretty messed up, but that's the way Star Wars stuff works. But it is a display box. Good condition. It opens up like this. So it's a nice display box. And it has one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 8 Lando tins in there, and the tins are like this. They come from England. They are vintage. They're made, I think it's 83 in England. But this is what the boxes look like. This is Empire in the back. And they're like little pill tins or something. They're little tins that close. I don't know. You can use them for whatever. But still, it has 3, 6, 7, 8 Lando tins in there. And it is the box, the display box of the micro tins. Starting at $1. Actually, open it up here. Because it looks better that way. Jack in the Box says $173 on D. We only got $25 on the cast and crew hat for ILM for Solo. If it wasn't a mesh cap, I would buy it, or I would have kept it. But I mean, I can't wear that. I wear fitted hats backwards. It would look like this, and that's ridiculous. Look at that. I can't wear hats backwards that are trucker caps. It's a mesh. It just looks bonkers. All right, we're going to call it Snow Trooper because he just fell off the stand, so why not? Snow Trooper, letter A. He's at $65 with Jeff Sengenberger. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold Jeff Sengenberger for that Snow Trooper complete. Messy Michael in the lead on the hat at $30. If you guys are out there and you got a friend that collects cast and crew items, if you want to tag them in this, they will thank you till the end of time, because actual cast and crew items do not sell for $30. Just saying. But if they collect them, it's tough to find. It's from Solo. And it's only $30. Freaking insane. Whatever. All right, we're going to try the UKG 85 Probot again. Or Imperial Probe Droid, if you prefer. It is actually UKG 85. It's a UKG 85 grade.
In one way?
And it's one of these sold recently on eBay. You can go look it up. It sold for $600. I'm going to start it at, I keep dropping the price. I'm going to start it at $400 this week. So $400 if anybody wants to get in on that. Starting at $400. It's an 85 grade Probot one, literally just sold on eBay for $600 plus tax. Just FYI. So if you want to get in on that one, you get $200 off minus tax also. Alrighty, we got C at 30, C at 40, E at 40, Jeff Sengenberger. Thanks, buddy. Starting to get up there, but still, I think that hat's like, what, $150, $200 hat? It's from a movie set. I mean, it's from a Star Wars movie set, that hat. It's awesome. We got $50 on it. We got the Leia, the Power of the Force there. We got, Mike Havens, how about that pop-up? Sure. I'll throw it out there next thing I got. But I'm putting a reserve on it because go look up it on eBay and a pop-up R2s they're selling for $700. So I'm not giving you one that I broke off the card for $50. Just throwing it out there. But yeah, I'll throw it up, man. Nobody has a micro tins? Fine. I'll take it down. No micro tins. You guys don't like micro tin boxes. We got nobody that collects cardboard and weird stuff because this is weird stuff. This is weird stuff. That Ben Cooper mask was freaking rare and weird. But you want a pop-up R2. The most basic figure in the world. Let's sell it. Okay. Oh no. I just dropped a little piece of plastic. Hold on. Ah! Speeder bike down! Hold on, I just dropped a little piece of plastic top from it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Pop-up R2. Here's a little piece of plastic that was on top of him. As you saw yesterday from the picture, I dropped him. And he fell. He's not all the way out of the package yet. As you can see, he goes that far-ish. If you want me to take him out, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. But there he is. The Saber is proper. And the R2 is proper. But there you go. Still displays really nice. He will come shipped in a star case. And I even have the little piece of plastic that was on top of it. But I am starting him at $700. Go look on eBay. Literally, ones without card are selling for $700, like regularly. And I was shocked personally when I looked it up for comparables. But feel free, check it out, go look. If you're not interested, that's okay too. But it's a R2 with the package that I literally just broke. So there you go, Jeff Sangenberger. Thanks, man. I didn't have to talk for 8 hours. I appreciate it. Starting at $700, and we got some more bidders too. But I have no idea the condition. I want you to know that condition of figures varies inside of bubbles. Be aware that they were not inside of bubbles before a human being put it in the bubble. If you want me to take it out, I will take it out for the winning bidder. If you want me to leave it alone, I will leave it alone. And I'll try to package it in such a way that it won't fall apart anymore. Most probably like 2 pieces of cardboard and get a little topper on it. But oh, your bid was for the micro tin box. Nobody wrote that down. Here, dude. It's back up. Micro tin box is back up. We'll put it here where this is because nobody buys this. I don't know why. I got to put that on eBay because there's somebody out on eBay paying like $800 for those. So. Really, Mike? Come on. What was the micro tin at? It was B. A, B. What was Leia at? Leia is D. What was the Biker Scout at? Speeder Bike is at C. Sorry, brother, I didn't see the bid on it. And R2D2 is at it's got to be the other one. There you go. If anybody's interested in this, I have no use for it. Go look it up on eBay. Let me know. Oh, everything's always in the way, Mike. I got big items. That's the problem. When it's loose figures, it's the perfect size. But when it's so many big items, it's tough. But no, it's up there, man. It's at $20. You got it at $20 right now. Michael Karaginis. Karaginis is in the lead on the pop-up R2 at 750. Now you're in the lead, Stanford, at $20 on the Empire Strikes Back box of micro tins. It's got 6, 7, 8 Landos in there. What was the bid on the Probot? I put him up starting at $400. One just sold on eBay. Like literally, you can go look it up. UKG 85, same exact, apples to apples. One just sold. I think it was for $600 or $650. So I put it up for $400, which is like $200 less than it should be, plus minus tax. So where I live, that's another freaking $50, $60 in tax. Teddy Sheebley tin, $30. There's 8 tins. There's 8 of the tins. 8 of the Lando tins. All right, this ILM hat right here. It's a casting crew hat. It's at $50. It was a casting crew hat for Solo. It's got the Millennium Falcon on there. It says ILM 2018. It is the actual one for Solo. They have a listing for it on the Star Wars Collector's Archive, but they don't even have a picture of it. So you should get that and take a picture and send it to SWCA for their info. What's the bid? What's the bid on what, Nick? The tin is $30. It's at $30. The tins and box. For B, yep, for B, it's at $30, bud, right now. It is vintage. They are vintage, the tins. All right, and we got R2-D2 at $7.75 with Jeff Sengenberger. Massey Michaels has $55 on the cast and crew hat for ILM for the Solo movie. What is A at? A is at $7.75. $7.75. It's a broken bubble. I dropped it yesterday. If you didn't see the post. Just so you're aware. The figure comes out till his shoulders, but not all the way out. But I mean, you could get it all the way out by giving a good tug. So it's like right there. Lester Ang at $7.80. No worries, Nick. Lag happens, buddy. Lag happens. Michael Corrigan is at $800 on A. $800 on A. All right, we're gonna call this Leia for $173. This is a Power of the Force card Leia with it. It has a crack in a hole near the helmet, but it's still in good condition. It displays perfectly, and it's also only at $173, which is cheap. So going once on Leia, going twice on Leia at $173. Going thrice, Leia 173. Sold to Jack in the Box. Hey man, I did have a Carter figure for you. See, it worked out. Yeah, C is at 40. What can I fit there? That's the problem, is fitting things. And the thing is, I got like a full AT-AT like box over there. I got a Rebel Command Center. I got like really good stuff, but I got nowhere to put it. That's why when I set up the new thing, when Andrea moves her store, I'm gonna have like a bunch of cameras, like in separate areas, so I can just like walk over and put up a box of whatever. Yeah, Jack in the Box, thanks for playing, buddy. Congratulations on the way up. Lesterang at 805 on A. 805 on A. All right, short term, CAS, Han Solo, 1980, Mexicans bootleg, Han Solo Bespin, unarticulated bootleg. I'm putting it up starting at $300. It's definitely worth $450. It's a vintage Mexican bootleg, not the cheap ones that you find online. Kenny Bannigan, the store is moving. Yeah, dude, we sell 99% of the stuff online, and Cooper went and gone and growed up and got married. So I've been working retail with my wife for the past 2.5 months, and it's awful. Yeah, the reason why the store is closing, here, I'll tell you. For everybody out there with young children, for kids, all right? If you have kids, now I don't know if the world has changed so much or something like that, but we offered a job for over 2 months to see if we could get some kid, ages 16 through 30, to sit at a toy store all day long, 5 days a week, full workload, for $17 an hour. We could not get a single person to do it, let alone somebody with knowledge of vintage toys or modern toys or Pokemon or whatever. We literally could not get a human being to sit in a toy store and make $17 an hour doing nothing but watching TV. That's how insane it is. So if you have kids out there and they're passing up $17 an hour jobs, please stop giving them an allowance. You're ruining small businesses. Because we were paying way more than we should. I mean, shoot, you're making $14 an hour. You're working at McDonald's down here. And you don't even have to go home smelling like French fries. You literally sit in a chair all day and watch Star Wars movies. Or whatever movies, as long as they're PG-13 or lesser. And even PG, but still. Hundreds, thousands of movies, cartoons, whatever you want. Play video games all day. We didn't even care. We just needed a human being to be there for when people walked in. And we could not find one. And we put up ads. We did everything. $700 or $17 an hour. Can you believe that? I would have killed for a job that made $17 an hour when I was 16 or 20 years old. Shoot, I was managing a Blockbuster for, I think it was like $8.17 an hour. I think the highest I ever got up to was $10 an hour for that job. And that was a Blockbuster. And you had to open the store, you had to close the store, you had to check in stuff, you had to talk to customers, you had to clean, you had to redo shelves. This is a vintage toy store. You literally had to sit there and make sure nobody steals nothing for $17 an hour. I mean, Cooper grew up. It's cool. He's awesome. He'll be at ICC Con if you know Cooper. He'll be working the IC for Life booth for me. He's always super helpful and always super wonderful. So I don't want you to think this is at all disparaging for Cooper. He stayed with us for 3 years, and he is the best. But he got a girlfriend, and he got a new job, and he didn't get the new job until after he left our job. But he just got engaged, so big congratulations to him. And he's growing up, and I understand that. You know what I mean? But shoot, man, not to be able to get at somebody between 16 and 30 that wants to make $17 an hour to just sit on their butt and watch cartoons. Like, literally, that's all I did for the past 2 months, folks. It's been killing me. I've been sitting on a laptop like this, right, and doing the things for the con and everything like that. But also, I go in every single day. It was like 11 a.m. till 5 every day. Do you know what that's like? To work 6 hours in retail when you haven't worked retail for the past 30 years of your life? Or how old am I? No, 20 years of my life? 22? Andrea, when did we work at Blockbuster? I don't remember. Anyway, it's insane. It's insane. It's $17 an hour, for the love of God. And there's nothing. It's not like you're packing boxes or unloading things. Shoot, I remember way back in the day, I was making $7 an hour doing landscaping when I was younger. That's hard work. You're digging holes and planting trees outside in the heat. And I was psyched because it was $7 an hour. Now, I don't know when it happened, but I have made the full transition into, in my day, a movie cost a nickel. But it happened. But I have no idea, man. Maybe they're all going to be social media influencers or something, but I don't think they all are going to be. Bunch of broke kids, that's all I know. $17 an hour, sitting there doing nothing. Crazy. So anyway, I went off on a tangent there. Who's in the lead on stuff? Here, let me read for you. Jeff Sengenberger is in the lead on the R2 at 9. ESB Micro Tin Box at $40 with Stanford. Frankie Ramos is in the leader on the speeder bike there. And the Hansel of Invention bootleg nobody wants to bid on. That's okay. One day I'm going to put that thing up and somebody that collects bootlegs is going to be like, holy crap, I'll take it. Well, 15, but still, I was making $15 an hour. Oh, 15 years? $15 an hour? No way. We were paying 17, weren't we? Was it 15? Thought it was 17. I would have paid somebody 17. They came in and they knew their stuff. We started at 15. But we did say if they knew what all the Pokemon were, we would give them 17. So, fair enough. Andrea's still trying to get somebody to work it, I guess. She's like, no, 15. But still, $15. That's double plus $1 than I was making digging holes when I was their age. That's insane. Insane. But still, what do I know? It's Andrea's store, so I really didn't know. I don't know. Great job. Yeah, I hear you, dude. My teen son would have jumped on that. That's what I'm saying, Greg. I mean, I can't believe we couldn't find anybody. Mike, this generation doesn't care. Parents spoiling. Gaming is more important, too. The world has changed. It has changed considerably. It's wild. They think they'll all play games as pros. Yeah, good luck with that. Still got to have the unwashed masses that sit there and watch you play your video games in order to make money off that. Michael's out on R2. Where are you starting at on D? What is D? Oh, what am I starting at on D? I went really cheap, actually, because I want to see if anybody would bite. Starting bid is $300 on B. Would be the starting bid on B. It's worth $500. I have the thing here. Yeah, here, look. It wasn't Andrea's store. This is what I priced it off of comparables when I priced it. But it's a $500 piece all day long. But I'll put it up for $300, see if anybody bites. I'd rather somebody get it. It's been all downhill since Vietnam. You're hilarious, Toby. Summer jobs. I made more money in 3 months than the whole year. Yep, it happens, man. First full-time job paid me $4.25 an hour. I used to bartend in college, and I was making, I think it was $3.75 an hour, plus tips. Fair enough, but still, yeah, they need the people willing to pay them to watch. That's what I'm saying. I mean, where do the people get to give them likes or subscriptions or whatever? They need a job. Yeah, Andrea wrote me here. It was $15 an hour. I'm sorry. But still, doesn't $15 an hour seem like an awful lot of money to sit there and watch cartoons all day? You don't even have to, like, make up papers on the reviews of the cartoons or anything. You just watch them and try to stop people from stealing. That's the other thing. Insurance is for the birds. You remember when we got robbed, like, the week before Christmas and they stole, like, $100,000 worth of stuff from the store? Which, fair enough, that was my fault for putting a bunch of expensive stuff in the store. But, do you remember when that happened? Do you know all that the outcome of that was? Is I paid for a $1,400 security door out of my own pocket, got no money back from insurance at all. And we had the guy on video shattering the door with a sledgehammer, walking in and shattering our cases and stealing stuff. And it didn't matter. This is the world we live in, folks. So you wonder why I always say a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away? Because it's better. It's more fun, and people are nicer in Star Wars world. All right, we're going to call that micro tin box because it's in my way and I can't tell what the heck else is going on. So the micro tin box going once, going twice, going three. Is that what you're asking? What is it? Oh, no, sold. How couldn't you get insurance cash? Okay, because here's the thing. Because the insurance agency, the third-party insurance agency or whatever, who I use for all my insurance, she used to get like, I don't know, 10, 15 grand a year from me. And so what happened is she didn't check off the proper box. So I was covered for explosions and crashes and this and that, and if a plane crashed into it, and if there was a fire, and if there was... Yeah, I was definitely paying the wrong insurance. I'm sorry if I didn't make that clear. I wasn't trying to say it was the insurance problem's fault. I was just trying to say that owning a retail space sucks. But, no, what happened is the insurance agent, who I used for years, I think 6, 7 years, I used her, and she forgot to check off a box, so we were covered for absolutely everything but theft. Now, I had emails proving that I said, cover me for theft. I had everything proving it. The thing is she didn't care, so I go to her boss didn't care. They stopped picking up phone calls, and nothing ever came from it. I even talked to a lawyer, and I was like, can I sue them? And they're like, well, technically, you should read all your insurance policies. And I'm like, dude, if I read all my insurance policies, I'd have another freaking job reading insurance policies. You know how many insurance policies I float on a monthly basis? It's freaking insane. But anyway, so that all didn't work out. So don't use, I don't know, Andrea, what was the insurance lady's name? It was a small insurance agency here, but don't use them, they're garbage. And they steal, and they have no accountability. But yeah, we never got a penny from that. How much of a bummer is that? So, whatever. But it was cool because my wonderful, beautiful wife did not get injured, and there was no one there at the time when I got robbed, so I couldn't care less. That's actually the third time I've been robbed in my lifetime. So I got that going for me, which is nice. They kicked my dorm room off of the hinges when I was in college, my sophomore year. Stole my PlayStation, my surround sound system, a bunch of video games, a bunch of stuff. And then they kicked down my door in college, my fourth year of college, at an apartment. And they stole like all my stuff. They stole my cool Zippo lighter, which actually my wonderful wife, Andrea, purchased me a new one, so I have it and I carry it for safety. But they stole like everything. And they just kicked my door right off the hinge. I mean, I was living in Newburgh, New York at the time, so I don't know. It's not the safest place in the world. Yeah, but how do you sue the insurance company? I didn't check the box. I tried to sue the insurance company because I tried it. And there was even a guy that sues insurance companies. And he was like, I could do it. Show me the insurance thing. And he's like, oh, well, because it wasn't... FYI, you are supposed to know everything on your insurance and what's actually covered. And I didn't. I didn't even fill it out. I used to just call this lady once a year and be like, listen, I just bought a new truck. Can you give me insurance on it? Here's the VIN number. Like, that's what it was. And it was like, I don't know. Oh, sorry, William Tashina. It's got a cracked top of the bubble. It's at $900. Sorry, buddy. What, are you here for the sale, not just to hear me complain about insurance companies and kids that won't take $15 an hour? Did you think this was a sale of Star Wars items and not just a Mike complains about random stuff show? Come on now. The Mike complains about random things show. What else you want me to complain about? I could go all night here, folks. All right. Sorry, what is D? Stepped away. D is a vintage Mexican unarticulated bootleg of Han Solo Bespin from the 80s. It's graded a 70 plus, but that doesn't matter because it's a bootleg. They don't grade well. And it's rare as heck, and I only have it up for $300, but nobody's bid on it. But it should be worth $500. And there is a price tag from the bag to show you that that's what it's worth. So there you go. May I ask why you did not file under your homeowner's insurance? I know certain states allow you to do that if your retail store got broke into or if you got car accidents. My house is at a completely different place than the retail store. My homeowner's insurance is a totally different place. But also the homeowner's insurance was through the same company, so I don't think she would have helped me out. All right, let's sell that R2-D2 there at 900 bones. Jeff Sangenberger, going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. And if you notice, I'm getting everything off the spinning wheel so I could throw up some boxed items for you. So I know you like those. And then we're going to call the speeder bike for Frankie Ramos. It is missing the flaps. I would check. I got that. Really? Teddy Sheebley, write me later, man, and tell me what to do. I mean, it was 2 years ago. Can I still claim it? Probably not, right? But I'd do whatever, man. I think it's the biggest ripoff in the world. I literally have a dude that the police caught and gave a police report that they caught like 2 weeks later. And he's on video smashing the front freaking thing, the door, with a sledgehammer, walks in, smashes our glass cases, and just steals mad carded figures. And you could see him in the video. It's like, I'm not even, like, inflating anything. It's like he got 12 first 12 and, like, an R2 pop-up that was an 80. And, like, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And then I guess they found all these pictures in his thing, pictures in his camera, where he came in like 2 weeks before, took pictures of everything, and sold it before he robbed us to some guy up in Minnesota. So, I don't know. There was a Boba Fett in there, 21 back Boba. There was, because it was right when the store opened over there, so we put in a lot of like sizzle, there was some beautiful stuff. I had a flood at my storage unit and was able to file under my homeowner's insurance here in California. I look into as both locations, my home and unit, are in different cities. Yeah, maybe. Dude, I'll try whatever. Tell me how to do it. I'll give it a shot. I think it's been too long, but I mean, I'll still give it a shot, man. It's the most definitive proof thing I have. There's video. So yes, I'm willing to try whatever. I mean, anyone, even, anyone can see exactly what happened, and there's proof, and there's evidence, and there's this and that. But, man, I got nowhere with it, and I gave up, because what are you going to do, dude? After you fight with the insurance companies and this, that, and the other, and they just ignore you, what are you going to do? All right, I'm taking this down. We're putting up some other stuff. If anybody wants something like that, hit me up. I got a bunch of bootlegs. I can't take down the hat yet. It's killing me. That's only $55, and it's literally a cast and crew hat from the Solo movie. You could only get this if you worked for ILM on the Solo movie in 2018. And it's only at $50, $55, and that's a cast and crew exclusive hat. All right. First, I want to do this because it's been in my way all night. I gotta find a thing for it, though. I need a base for it. Hey, Chad, can I bother you? Sorry. Yeah, can I bother you?
Yeah.
Can you give me that white base right there under the cantina, creature cantina playset? Yep. That's what I'm missing. Thank you, sir. This has a break in it, but it's all there. But yeah, I'll totally try whatever, man. I was wronged. But anyway, those are all the reasons why, yes, we are moving to an online store instead of a retail store. Besides the fact that we're too old to be doing freaking retail. It's garbage. This is a good one to get signed by Freddie Tillman because he made the background. This is one of his playsets. There. Starting at $1. It's got 2 of the white pegs in it. It has the one rip between the legs, but otherwise it's really good condition. Couple creases and stuff. I don't have an A-Wing pilot hanging around right now. I'm too old, period. Darren Olaskavari is in the lead on the hat at $56. That hat is the steal of the deal today. Starting at $1 on the Hoth playset. Oh shoot, the Hoth playset will be the last item of tonight because it's 8 o'clock already. Has anybody bid on the Hoth playset yet? You know what? We're going to take down the Hoth playset because I want to go watch Andor and eat Taco Tuesday. So the Hoth playset is not for sale. We will start off next week with the Hoth playset. And Mr. Olaskavari, you are going to get such a freaking killer deal on this solo thing. Hoth playset is not for sale. We're going to do that next week. We'll start off with that one. So you're going to win this one, bud. Congratulations, Mr. Olaskavari. You crushed it. Definitely look that up. Do not sell that back to anybody for $56, bro. I know for a fact it's definitely worth at least $150 to $200. Not for sale. Thanks, Massey Michael. All right, congratulations. You crushed it, Dan. All right, everybody. Sorry, Brian Campbell. It's already sold, brother. Good night, everyone. Thank you very much for playing. I'll see you next week for Taco Tuesday. And then I'll see you in like 2.5 or 3 weeks for ICCC, the future of conventions. No corporations, just fans. Have a great night. Good night.